Welcome to Ninja Monkey, everyone. I am running. Oh, I have the support wall from last time. Let me sort that out. But I am running on a very minimal setup right now because I've got 90% of everything packed, and I hope that you can all hear me whilst I do this. But for those of you who are new, I'm Nathan Ninja Monkey, and I have this Sunday and usually Wednesday show on Happy Gaijin. Um, yeah, anyway, I wanted to continue, obviously, with the show and explain a few bits and bobs. First of all, let's have a look to see who's here. Let's make sure that it's working. Is it working or not? I think it's working. I think we're all here. Can we all hear me? Can you all hear me? Question. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? This is a light setup. I don't have my main camera connected. I don't have any microphones connected. It's just literally my laptop, and that's it, because I have my tripod is in fact, look, I can actually, well, I'll do this in a minute. I'll show you. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of a tour of my packing and how it's going. But my packing, in terms of packing, is, and you'll probably hear the word packing a lot on this stream, just giving you a trigger warning. My packing is pretty much done. The thing that takes the longest is getting all my tech gear, so charging everything, making this space available on my laptop, making sure I have all the SD cards, that sort of thing is what's taking me so long. Anyway, let's see who is here and say hello to everyone. Axios, hey, how you doing, my man? Welcome. Can't wait to go back. Ichiban, Japan, how are you doing? Yes, don't forget to at Ninja Monkey Guy or question, please. Frog Lady, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. And Ola from Long Beach, SoCal, nice. Good afternoon from Colorado, nice. Ninja Monkey, what's the weather like right now? Well, I'm not in Japan. Right now, lots of people think that I live in Japan. I don't live in Japan, which is what makes my channel sort of unique, I think, because I don't live in Japan, but everybody sort of thinks I live in Japan, which means that I am. When I say that I'm a tourist that travels in Japan, I mean it. I literally am a tourist. But the weather here is nice. It's sunny Mediterranean, blue skies, about 29 degrees, 28, 29 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful weather here in the south of Europe. Hi, Rank. Bojo, how are you doing? Good evening. And question, we start with the first question. By the way, this stream is probably not going to be very long because I still have some bits to do and I don't want to leave them for tomorrow. So do you have any recommendations for tour companies, private tour, specifically in Kanazawa, as I want to cover 2 or 3 areas? I'm not sure if I want to drive for that long. First of all, what do you mean by you want to cover 2 or 3 areas? And I mean, I would actually train up to Kanazawa and not drive. In terms of tour companies, I mean, you can search for Klook for individual tours. That's something that I would recommend that you do. Although maybe I've gotten rid of my, because I've been clearing up, so I might not even have the Klook thingy. Do we have it? It might not work. Yeah, it's still there. Look, so you can use Klook and you can search for Kanazawa tours, and there might be something there. But other than that, I can't really give you any other advice other than maybe watching some of my Ninja Monkey guides on Kanazawa, and that might give you a starting point of what to do. Hey Michelle, how you doing? It's a Ninja Monkey light setup indeed. Very light, very light. Jim Ross, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, my man. I'll tell you something, yeah, packing is stressful when you need to make sure that all the batteries are charged, all the SD cards are working, you have all the right cables. I mean, a different thing when it comes to packing, and not so much clothes. I mean, clothes is nothing. I'm hardly taking anything. Thank you so much, Jim Ross, the boss. Awesome. You should really check out this guy Ninja Monkey's packing videos. He might give you some good ideas. Have a good flight. Thank you so much. I mean, for those of you who don't know, I've been feeling a bit unwell. I'm on antibiotics. It's all good. I'm better. I feel better today. So, Banana fans, thank you so much, Frog Lady. Froggy is in the house. Can I put a frog on this? Does it work? Froggy. Will it let me do a frog? Yes. No, it didn't let me do a frog. Sorry. It comes out as a square. All right. Froggy, arigatou gozaimasu. Banana fans. Awesome. And Japan Ichiban, thank you so much. Hachimaki fans, looking forward to your in Japan live streams. Me too. Will you do some streams in the evenings for us Europeans? I haven't quite figured out what the streaming timetable will be, but I'm gonna try. I am gonna try. I am gonna try. Usually, I do try. I usually do my streams in the mornings, but we'll see how things go. And once again, thank you so much for that super chat, guys. You're awesome. And I want to also announce something, and that is that I will be streaming mostly on my Happy Gaijin channel. So if you are not subscribed to Happy Gaijin, then please subscribe, because I will be streaming. Most of my streams will be on there. I'm going to try and keep my Sunday streams to Ninja Monkey, but most of my streams will be on Happy Gaijin. And I've actually launched today 2 memberships on Happy Gaijin. Please don't feel that you need to be a member here and also on Happy Gaijin. That's not, you know, I appreciate your support, but I know that some people might want to be members and support me on my trips. And the one thing, I mean, both price points, tier points, or whatever, they give you the same perks, nothing special, just at different price points, because different people might want to support me differently. And if you don't want to support me financially, just coming on the stream and giving me a thumbs up and saying, hey Nathan, I'm here, is more than enough, you know. But I do know that some of you do like to support financially, so I'll give you the options, and it obviously helps me get to Japan and survive. But the only perk that I'm giving on that channel is I'm going to be doing some members only shorts, and they're going to be raw, they're going to be unedited, and it's sort of going to be like, if I see something interesting, if I see an interesting restaurant or something, an interesting experience, something that comes to mind in that moment, I will film it raw, unedited, and I will put it on Happy Gaijin as a short, as a 1-minute clip for members, which is something completely different to what I do on Ninja Monkey. So it's sort of a way to keep up with what I'm doing. I can't promise I'll do it every day, but I'm going to try and do it quite often, because it's quite easy to do. So, hi from Germany, cool. Where can I do Shinkansen reservation? Every JR station or only Tokyo stations, Shinjuku or so on? You can pretty much do them on any JR station. Will be able to do the reservations for you, so don't worry. Are you expected to take off your shoes at regular hotels? I mean, when you go into a hotel room, you should really like leave your shoes at the entrance of the hotel and put on the slippers that are provided. But it depends on the type of hotel. Usually the rules are, if there's a step up, then you need to take off your shoes. If there's a step down, or a step down, no, step up. If there's a shoe locker, if there's tatami mats, that sort of thing. So usually more traditional hotels. Well, look, the app from Kanazawa to Shirakawa go and one another. Okay, yeah, check it out. Hi Nathan, when will you be leaving to Japan? I'll be leaving on Tuesday. It's going to be a long day on Tuesday. So I will be leaving, my flight from Gibraltar leaves at just before 10 to 3. And then I'll have like a 2.5-hour layover in Heathrow, and I will fly from Heathrow to Tokyo. I think the flight is at 7:30, arriving around 5 p.m. On Wednesday in Tokyo. And you know what, guys? I have FOMO, because some of my friends that I'll be traveling with for the first leg of my trip, I've said this before, I'm going to be looking after some of my friends and their family, the kids, and I'll be the tour guide sort of thing. Um, so they arrived like a few hours ago. They arrived maybe 5 or 6 hours ago now in Japan, so they're probably sleeping. I hope they're sleeping. And they arrived and we're staying in the same hotel in the same area, and they were sending me pictures and asking me questions, and I had such FOMO. And the thing is that I know what they're doing for the next 2 days because I planned their trip. I planned their itinerary. Like, I think I put more effort into their itinerary than my itinerary, to be honest. So I know exactly what they're doing tomorrow, and I know exactly what they're doing on Wednesday before I arrive. So yes, crazy. We do have the pay for your ticket for the Japan shows. I mean, it all helps. So thank you so much, Frog Lady. You're going to Bavaria in May. Ooh. Hey, Saika, how are you doing? Looking forward to live streams on location. Me too. I am very, very much looking forward to streaming on location too. And thanks for the link to the Happy Gaijin. If you go to Happy Gaijin, you could find, um, yeah, make sure that you have your bell notifications turned on because I will be streaming live and it could happen at any time. I'm not very sure I'm going to be able to keep to a specific schedule. I'll try to announce a schedule if I can. No problem. Yeah, and the cool thing about the Klook link is that you can now choose seats. So it's a new feature. For a longer time, you could only get a Shinkansen seat, and then basically you have to you know, they would self-assign a seat. But now you can actually choose a seat, which is pretty cool. You're gonna have FOMO from me, I know. I know. Now I know the feeling because I have that same feeling. And I have that same feeling when you are there, so hey, nice one. I'll be staying near Ueno Station. Will I be able to buy all my bullet train tickets there for all my trips in Japan versus Kanazawa to Hiroshima? Yep, you'll be able to purchase, I think it's up to a month in advance. Will I have a chance to see any Matsuri this time round? I haven't specifically planned any Matsuris into my trip, to be honest. But when I'm on location, I'll start having a look at what's happening. But I haven't specifically planned any Matsuris. This trip is going to be a little bit different. I'll be all over the place. The first week, like I said, I'm going to be in Tokyo mainly, looking after my friends, doing all the kiddie things, or Odaiba, doing Disney, all the things that I don't normally do, things that, you know, kids would like to do. And then I'll be going to Nagoya, spending some time in Nagoya. From Nagoya, I'll be heading to from Nagoya to Mie. From Mie back to Osaka, where I rejoin my friends, who would have by this point they would have done Kyoto and Hiroshima. Do Universal Studios before I loop back to Tokyo, and I spend a few days in Tokyo before I go to Okinawa and so on. Carry-on luggage is just fine to put in overhead bins in the Shinkansen. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, you know, like even some of the big suitcases might fit. You'd be surprised how big they are. I think if you're strong enough to pick it up, you might want to give it a go. I mean, obviously not a super huge suitcase, but ooh, you're also leaving on Tuesday. Do you have any itineraries we might able to see? I have some itineraries, like I have a Shinjuku itinerary, Shinokitazawa itinerary. I have an itinerary for Tokyo. I have an itinerary for Kanazawa. I have a 1 week itinerary. I have a 2 week itinerary. So check those out. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm gonna try my best to give the heads up, you know, like rather than going live randomly, which will probably be the case a lot of the time. I'm going to try and, especially on the Sunday, on this channel, I'm going to try and specifically, you know, like have a time slot. Hey, you're booking sumo tickets today. Nice one. Hopefully not sold out yet. I have to book it with an English guide since it's my first time going. Have you been to sumo? I have not been to sumo. I haven't. Hello, Mr. That Packing Guy. That's me. Can you tell me why I'm going to Europe when the Canadian dollar is dropping in relation to the euro, but is increasing against the yen? Oh boy, it's the way it is. All right, these things. Can you write for us an itinerary? Jean, maybe one of my moderators can actually, if one of my moderators can share the Japan starter kit playlist, that playlist has various itineraries and information that will be very useful for first timers, including how to prepare before you go to Japan, what to expect when you arrive, mistakes that tourists make, etc. But there are also some itineraries in there. Would you ever stay in Japan for 3 months? Absolutely, if I could. I mean, I'm staying now for nearly 2 months. So, I mean, it's not quite 2 months. It's like a month and a half or so. But if I could, I would. In my first trip 2019, Matsuri would be shown as Google Maps colored on the map. Last year there was nothing but still Matsuri. Ooh, do you know of any options for Google Maps to activate these options? I have no idea. I've never seen that in my life. That sounds like a pretty cool thing, actually. Hey, Pokari sweat money talking about the heat humidity. I'm gonna need it. I think because of the heat and the humidity, it will be a lot of water. Because I'm on antibiotics for the first week whilst I'm there, no alcohol or very, very little alcohol. But thanks, dude. Let me add you to the list. Lord McGray. Thanks, dude. Awesome. Hey, Tommy Tran. How you doing? People throw their pillows. That's pretty cool. Hey, from Birmingham. Nice. 20 minutes late. It's okay. Don't worry. I won't hold it against you. Yeah, I'm running a little bit of a more simple setup, just my laptop. But I wanted to show you. I mean, my apartment's a bit of a mess, but I wanted to show you. I'm carrying my laptop, but you can see that I have my suitcase there, and actually, because you can't really see, and I have over here on my table, I have some of my gear, my electronic gear. But you can see I can't really show you very well. But this here, I don't know if you can hold it, but this here is a bag. It's a travel bag with basically all my clothes in it. That's basically, and some camera stuff in there. And then the rest is pretty much empty, and I have loads of contact lenses in there also. But that's what's taking me the longest. There. That is what's taking me the longest. Getting my gears sorted. But yeah, basically I have a carry-on inside of my main luggage, and that carry-on, it becomes a backpack, and it's got wheels also, so it's pretty cool. That carry-on, basically it's gonna be my overnight bag for when I luggage forward. So I will be carrying that with me as an overnight bag when I luggage forward. But it's going in my suitcase for now. And then it means that on my way back from Japan, I will have pretty much, because really all I have is that in there. I can pretty much fit everything in there. And I could in theory just go with carry-on, I think. Um, but then on the way back, I have the whole suitcase empty if I need to bring anything back with me. So that's the plan. And literally, this is what I'm taking. Maybe I'm being like I'm underpacking, but after so many years, and also the fact that the yen is so cheap right now, that it's very tempting to sort of like buy clothes when I get there. I am taking 2 pairs of shorts, 3 shirts, and 1 t-shirt. That's packed. Okay? So 2 pairs of shorts. That's packed in my suitcase. 3 shirts, linen shirts, and 1 t-shirt or 2 t-shirt. Come on, 1 t-shirt, 1 t-shirt. So that's gonna be packed, right? And then obviously I'm taking all my underwear, all my underwear, every that I have, literally, because that's the thing that slows me down. The underwear. When I run out of underwear, I have to do I'm forced to do laundry, you know. So I don't know how many pairs I have, but as many as I could possibly get. I'm gonna do some laundry like tonight so that I have some dry for the trip on Tuesday. And then for my traveling that way, I'm gonna be wearing some linen trousers, very light linen trousers, because it can get a little bit chilly. And I also like to travel with some linen trousers in the summer, especially during the rainy season, because I hate getting my legs wet. So so I'm gonna be wearing some linen trousers, a white t-shirt, and a shirt. So actually, I only have 2 shirts in there because one of the shirts I'm gonna be wearing whilst I travel, and then in my backpack I'm gonna be carrying with me a pair of shorts just in case I get too hot in the plane and I need to change into my pair of shorts. That's basically the plan. As you can see, it's very minimal. I think the 2 shorts, the 3 shirts, and the t-shirt will probably keep me going for at least a week, maybe 8 days, 9 days maybe before I need to do laundry. That's my plan anyway. Hey, thanks so much, S Olid. Oldie, sorry, S Oldie. They'll support me. Thanks and enjoy every second. Arigato gozaimasu. Let me add you to the list. Sorry, I was going over my luggage stuff. I don't know if you're interested in even knowing what I what I have packed. But I this really is very, very minimal. And then for my tech gear, whilst if you have any questions, you can ask away, and I'll get to the questions now. But for my tech gear, obviously I'm taking my laptop, and it's taken me pretty much 2 days to go through my laptop, back up things that I don't need on my laptop, so I have all the necessary space for my 6 weeks in Japan, for editing or for transferring whatever, you know. So basically that's taking me 2 days to do. I'm transferring stuff onto external hard drives. I'm taking with me um, two terabyte hard drives with me, also SSDs, hard drives, so that I can like back things up onto there whilst I'm traveling. Um, Obviously my main camera, my 360 camera, which I never use, but I always take. I'm taking my zoom lens, my normal lens. I'm taking my microphones, and I'm taking my small camera, my ZV-1 Mark II. And obviously I need to make sure, which is what I'm going to do after the stream, is I'm going to make sure that everything is formatted, all the SD cards are ready to go, and the date, which is a rookie mistake for anybody who's traveling to Japan, that the date of my camera is already set to Japan. The time is already set to the time in Japan, and the same goes for all my cameras, so that they're all in sync, and my microphone's settings are also set up to the same time and the same date as the camera, because Last year, I made the mistake of having one camera set to Japan and one camera set to European time, and it was a nightmare to edit anything because it was inconsistent in times. Anyway, enough about that. Hey, do you already know what you will visit in Nagoya? I don't know what I'm going to be visiting Nagoya, but Philippe, I will be I will be meeting up a YouTuber in Nagoya, Japanese lady, Tomoko. She's got a channel, maybe you know her. And I've been in touch with her. I did a video with her years ago I think during the pandemic 2020. We did a Japanglish like reaction video together. I've never met her in person, so this is like an internet friendship, an Instagram stroke YouTube friendship. We've even collaborated on a video, but we've never actually met in person. And she is from Nagoya, so we're going to be meeting, hanging out for 2 days. And the plan is to maybe do a Nagoya guide. Hopefully having a guide like a local with me is going to make a huge difference. But any recommendations I appreciate. That, and I will be going to Ghibli Park for one of the days with Mariko. Mariko will be coming down and joining me for Ghibli Park. So I'm very, very excited for that. Okay, let's get back to the questions, etc. What's the one item that I start packing with? To be honest, I'd probably bring out my passport first. That's the very, very first thing that I do. Travel documents, most likely. But the way that I pack, really, I mean, what I've showed you previously is like nothing compared to what it was yesterday, because about 10 days ago, or 8 days ago now, probably a week ago, I brought out my suitcase, and every time I saw something that I thought, oh, I might want to take this to Japan, I would pile it, and 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 I ended up with a big pile of clothes that obviously I wasn't going to take to Japan. And then today I finally went through that pile and I said, I need this, I need this, I need this, I don't need anything else. And made sure that everything was clean. Did laundry yesterday to make sure. I did that yesterday, actually. Did laundry, ironed everything. Hey Kelly, how you doing? My family and I are going to Kanazawa. Nice. And we are hoping to check out the Myoryuji temple. The website doesn't seem to work. Have you been before? Any tips on scheduling? I would say when it comes to those things, look, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I do have 2 Kanazawa guides that I highly recommend that you check out. Both of them were actually whatever, how do you say it? Not sponsored, because I wasn't paid, but they were backed by the Kanazawa Tourism, who treated me incredibly well. They are like a tourist first focused city, and I had a guide with me who took me around everywhere. I did so many things. I mean, they showed me things that a lot of tourists don't go to, including some temples that a lot of tourists don't go to. So there's 2 guides. One of them is a Kanazawa guide, which I recommend you check out just to get an idea of what to expect and what the best things to check out are in Kanazawa. In fact, that itinerary, Kanazawa itinerary, was put together by Kanazawa Tourism for me, so you can't go any better than that, really. And then the second video is some new upcoming or new attractions that people don't really do in Kanazawa. That one's really interesting. There's 2 places that I highly recommend. One is a Zen temple. I can't remember now what the name is. And the other one is Barrier, a dashi restaurant. Those are my 2 big recommendations from Kanazawa. Hi there, great channel, thanks. When do you travel to Japan? Is it safe to book on Booking? Yeah, all my bookings are on Booking. I've been using Booking.com for the past 10 years now, I would say, probably. Some Expedia also, and some direct bookings. And it depends. Ryokan, sometimes I go through another website, but I do use booking.com a lot. But obviously, like any other website, like any website, you just need to be careful, especially when hotels contact you, that you don't give any extra information that you shouldn't be given. Yeah, check out the friends of the channel, by the way. I have loads of content creator friends that will help. I'm not doing one pair 4 days, no. I like my clean underwear. If I need to change my underwear because I'm sweaty and yucky from the humidity more than once, I will. You wear a jacket. This is why I've got a basically a white t-shirt and a linen shirt that I'm like a short shirt that I'm gonna be wearing, and hopefully that, along with the blanket that they give you, should be fine. You will never dress in Japan summer wear. What? I just requested an upgrade to Economy Plus for my Japan flights. Those few extra inches of legroom wind up making a big difference. They do. 14 hours is a long time. Hey Travel Channel, how you doing? 97 today. Wow, cool. Ooh. Yeah, thanks Froggy for the reminder. Where do you stay in Tokyo? I stay all over the place. Recently, I've been staying in Ueno quite often, but this trip I'm staying everywhere other than than Ueno. I feel that I stay where my trip aligns. If it's a casual trip, I like to stay in Ueno. It's my base. But like for example, in April I was in Ikebukuro. I wasn't in Ueno, and I love staying in Ikebukuro. I didn't really stay in Ikebukuro. My hotel was in Ikebukuro, and I just used the station as a base, if that makes any sense. When I'm staying in Ueno, I feel that I spend more time in Ueno. You know, like actually hanging out in Ueno, um, and also using it as a base. This time round, I'm starting in Hamamatsucho, actually. Um, just because my friends who are going, they're first timers, and they wanted to stay there. And they have kids, and they wanted somewhere that they could see the Tokyo Tower, and it was easy. So I'll be staying in the same hotel as them there, but then I'll be moving to back to Hamamatsucho. Twice I'm staying in Hamamatsucho, surprisingly. And I'll be moving to Roppongi. I'll be staying in Roppongi. I'll be staying in Shinjuku also. So I'm staying all over the place. It's gonna be fun. Hey Jesse, I made a mistake the first trip to China, sorting 4K plus pictures and readjusting the timestamps. I know it's a nightmare. This is what I'm gonna do after the stream, which is why I might cut the stream a little bit shorter than normal, just because I do have quite a few things. And tomorrow, I'd like to have some family time. I like to have everything pretty much sorted today, because actually on Tuesday, I'm going to the airport straight from work. So I literally need to have everything packed by tomorrow, because Tuesday from work, I'm coming, having a quick shower, and going to the airport. Oh, there's a YouTube famous izakaya in Nagoya. I think I will skip it if it's a YouTube famous. But please let me know what it is. I think that you're in Nagoya, Toba in Mie Prefecture is not so far away. Well, I'm gonna be in Mie, so I love being next to the ocean too. I love being next to the ocean, actually, guys. Hey, we have 30 likes, but over 40 people watching, so please hit the like button. I'm actually very happy with the latest update video. For those of you who haven't watched my update video, um, because it's doing quite well. It has quite a few likes and quite a lot of comment, a lot of interaction. There are some other people that do you know, like similar content to me, but I just feel that they don't have a lot of interaction or as many likes or whatever, and hopefully that's a good indicator. Man with no life, no problem. Check out my streams when I'm there. No problem, Kelly. Ooh, okay. In Nagoya, I recommend the SC Maglev JR Railway Park on the Anami line, not JR, also the TV Tower, and nearby Oasis 21 structure. Ooh, okay. Thank you. Philippe, send me a message with that. Send me a message with that information so I have it like somewhere easy. Huenji, dude, Japan, you're on a roll today. Thanks for helping me out. Kiyomizu from afar is pretty, yeah? Let's see. Ueno near the zoo is to relax. The Ueno, I like the Ueno Park. Yeah, Hamamatsucho is very well connected. It's can be quiet at night. I mean, I think it works well for the type of trip. You see, my friends, two of them, there's going to be 5 people in total that are there, and me, 6. 2 of them have already been to Japan, and they went to Japan like 15 years ago, something like that, a long time ago. And they stayed in Hamamatsucho area. So that's why they wanted to go back to an area that they knew. So, but it's fine, you know. I've stayed in Hamamatsucho like 2 or 3 times now. It's great. It's fine. Monden Nakacho is nice, I agree. Good yakitori. That's a packed day. Airport after work. Yeah, hopefully it means I will be so exhausted, so tired when I hit, you know, when I do get to my second flight, that I'll be able to sleep most of the flight anyway. And I second what JJI is saying there. Yakitori, indeed. Do I need any papers after I do a booking when I arrive at the hotel? Is the passport okay? Passport's okay. You'll probably have your booking information on the app anyway, so yeah. Thanks, PG. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Gondorian Citadel. I'm traveling to Japan this October for the very first time, and I am doing a lot of research for my trip. But do you know of any events in Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto that only happen in October? I cannot think off the top of my head, but I do have a list, I think. If you go to my website, I think there's a blog post on like events and things like that might be worth it. Let's see if I can find it. If I can't find it soon enough, then don't worry. Can I have it? Can I find it? There's a Kawagoe festival in October. Write that down and you can do some research. Kawagoe. Great day trip, by the way. Near Tokyo. And there's a Midosuji parade in Osaka, I think. And that's in early October. So there you go, 2 things that you can sort of check out. I don't know. Shimbashi. So central and easy. You know what? The more I go to, the more I travel and the more I stay in different places, the more I realize that every single place has its charm and has its pros. And usually places have more pros than cons. Usually usually places have more pros than cons. It's very difficult to find cons, you know. Oh yeah, and I need to add Gondorian. I need to add you to the list. I'm just gonna write Gondorian because I don't think your whole name is gonna fit. Arigato. My favorite place to stay in Tokyo is Asakusabashi, and direct line to Haneda, Narita, walking distance to Asakusa, Akiba, and from Bakarucho Station, direct trains to Kawasaki, Yokohama, and Kamakura. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a big fan of Asakusabashi. I do feel that it's a little bit out of the way for me, even though it has good connections. I'm not going to say no, but that's just me being super picky. Hey Kelly, do you think going to both Kamakura and Enoshima on a day trip in one is too much? I've mentioned this in last week's stream. Somebody asked the same question, and this is what I would do. I think that it's doable, but I think that you just need to plan it in a very specific way. And the way that I would do it is, first of all, obviously you'd have to leave quite early in the morning. The way that I would personally do it is I would go to Enoshima first, and I would work my way backwards. So if you start off in Enoshima, do your Enoshima sort of leg of the trip in the morning, and then look at the time and make your way to Kamakura, then it's a better way of doing it because you can head back from Kamakura for whatever time you've set yourself to be back in Tokyo, you know? Japan Cheaper has good lists, yeah. The Newsweeker app is supposed to be in 2025, spring 2025, but I need to clarify something. I don't think, and my understanding is that the Newsweeker app is not for Android. It's only it's only gonna work for iPhones. Unfortunately, you know, it's not the app that's the problem. It's a chip that's a problem, that the Androids are locked behind some kind of licensing deal, or just simply doesn't have it. Um, the only advantage to the new app will be that it's supposedly going to have better integration with banks, with international banks, so that people will have less problems with. Personally, I think it's just use the Apple Wallet one, because Apple Wallet works seamlessly. It's so seamless. And the thing with these new apps, it's just a way. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a way to, you know, like bloatware. I'm sure that they'll be adding some additional extra things that you don't need in there, like everything in the world. Well, thanks so much, Lord McRae. Um, I've done it in one day. I've done it in one day before. But like I said, I mean, you won't be able to do everything in Kamakura. That's the only thing. But I would do it the other way around. I would do Enoshima because Enoshima is very self-contained. I think that you could probably do Enoshima in 3 or 4 hours. Do you know it's possible to rent and drive with a European driving license? No, you need an international driver's license, and you also need your license. Don't forget that when you go to Japan, if you have an international permit, which I do, you also need to present your driver's license, I believe. I don't think it's anything to do with the quality control. I think it's literally the chip that there is in it, you know? I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly they can get things done. You see, I got it on the same day. I got mine in a few days also. If you do it in one day, you will miss out on the best of Enoshima. Monorail back to Ofuna. I mean, I wouldn't say that that's the best of Enoshima, but I guess everybody has their preferences. There's so many. I've done Enoshima plenty of times, many times, before, but some people don't have all the time in the world, and they want to do two things in one day. I mean, yes, I will do it in two separate days if you have the time, but I wouldn't do it in two different days at the expense of something else. For example, I haven't forgotten my headband. It's just that I put everything away. Nomadic gaijin in Japan, my brother from another mother, my Japanese brother. Not quite Japanese, but dude, I'm packing. I'm leaving on Tuesday. So excited. For those of you who don't know Nomadic Gaijin, he's appeared in quite a few. Luke has appeared in quite a few of my videos. He's a very good, dear friend, and he is awesome in every single way. Makes incredible content on YouTube also and on Twitch. He is a great streamer and even better friend. So check him out, give him a little bit of support, and hopefully we'll be making some stuff, some magical videos together, or hanging out, or whatever. Funny. Yay! JJI is also in the house. Man, the day that the three of us are together. Hey, yeah, if you want to send a link, then best thing to do is hop onto the Discord, and one of the admins will be able to mods. One of the mods will be able to share it. The Enodin is really nice. Lone McGray, what I've been doing is I use Revolut or Wise, which is a travel card, which you've probably heard of before. And I have no problem. I just add the card to Apple Pay and I pay via that. I can't even talk. Ninja Monkey, we are excited to go to the Toro Nagashi Lantern Festival in Tokyo the 10th of August. Have you been? I have. I was actually, wasn't I there with Japan Kelly? I think, if I remember right, I was there with Japan Ichiban. I'm pretty sure we went to the Lantern Festival. What I would say though is get there very early, because yeah. Yeah, we'll be seeing each other soon. Looking forward to it, dude. I am looking forward to it. Although I feel that I'm not as well prepared as I've been in other trips. But I think that's the whole... I am prepared. I know what I'm doing, but I'm not as hyper prepared. I'm taking things a little bit more easy. Flight leaving Haneda at 10:55 p.m. Is there anything in the airport still open? I will probably be there at 7 p.m. to check in. Yeah, there will be. I mean, Haneda Airport isn't the most amazing airport once you go through security. It's a little bit limited. It's not like some other airports in the world, but there should be some things open, even though it might be limited. But there will be some things open. It will be messy indeed. About Kamakura Enoshima, I think we will try to see just a few choice things in each location and can always return another time. Going in August, April. Woo! If you're going twice, then just do one time and one the other. I don't know. VJ, is it easy to buy welcome suica at JR in Tokyo, or should I just spend the time and get it in Haneda? Get it. If you want a welcome suica, then I think it's got to be Haneda, as far as I'm aware. But you should be able to get the normal suica. But bear in mind that when you do that, you need to go to the JR East Travel Center. Don't make the mistake of going to the normal ticket office and asking for a JR for a Suica card, because they won't even know what you're talking about. Or they're like robots. They're like, this is their job. If Suica doesn't belong to their job description, then they won't know. But you go to the Japantravel e-center, which is where the Japan Rail Pass is usually swapped. Then that's where you need to go. And yes, we did go to the Lantern Festival. It was pretty cool. Revolut offers only Visa as basic card without paying, and Visa did not work for Suica with me. You know what, Lord McGray? Let me check what I have on, because I use Revolut, and there's something that you might be doing wrong. And I'm going to tell you what I think you might be doing wrong. Let's see, what do I have? So, Revolut. Why is my Revolut card? My Revolut card is... I mean, what is that? What is that symbol? Is that Visa or MasterCard? Mine is MasterCard. Look, I don't want to show you the details, but... So that's my Revolut. And I also have a disposable Visa. So I have a Visa. Virtual Visa. I have some MasterCards and I have some Visas. I have both on Revolut. So I don't know. And what I can say to McGray is that you need to remember, and I don't know where you're watching from, but Japan is really odd, and I want to cover this in the video in the future, because it's my number one like pet hate. And that is that things sometimes stop working during certain times of the day. And in the case of topping up a digital Suica, or even activating a digital Suica, usually it's between midnight, I think, and 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, Japan time. The system is down for maintenance. I don't know what maintenance they need to do, but it's down for maintenance, and it just simply will not work. So if for whatever reason, when you've been trying to do it in your time zone, it's between midnight and 4 or 5 a.m. Japan time, it just won't work. And some people think that there's a problem with the card, but actually it's not the card, it's just the fact that that it's the wrong time. And like that, there's loads of things in Japan. You were a little bit late, but hey, it doesn't matter. Doraculus Gaming, how are you doing? What brand model is your carry-on wheeled back? Oh, you know what? It's a Samsonite. It's an awesome. It was a gift. It was a gift. It was my my 40th birthday. Some of my friends got together because they're quite expensive. Let's see if I can find it. Carry on. If I can find the one that I have, because it's so awesome, I swear. It is, and I am so happy with it. It's soft. It's soft and it's very cool. But I don't know if I'll be able to find it. It looks like a backpack. And it's not hard, it's soft. Let's see if I can find it. Samsonite. Let's see if I can. What is it? Sorry, I have no idea. But it's a It's a backpack, really. You know? Maybe I'm spending too much time trying to find. It's a really cool backpack. And it's got wheels. And it's got like a... Or maybe they just don't make it anymore. It's a few years old now. Anyway, enough of about my my bag that I cannot find online. But it's Samsonite. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, let's get back to the thing. You can bring stuff back, of course you can, in your checked luggage. You can't take it on the plane, and they probably give you the option to actually post it to you, and that's what I would do. Where will I be visiting during this trip? I'll be Tokyo, Nagoya, Mie for Ise, Osaka, back to Tokyo, heading to Okinawa, Ishigaki. Then I'm going to be doing Kyushu, a few places in Kyushu, spending like a week in Kyushu, flying back to Tokyo for like 5 or 6 days. Then I'm going up to the Noto Peninsula, and I'm going to Ibaraki. So like loads of places. You can get it. Okay, John F. There's 2 things that you need to do here. You can kind of, all right. Number 1 is contact the hotel that you are forwarding the luggage to in advance. This requires a little bit of planning, and ask, because sometimes you cannot. They won't let you luggage forward it a week in advance. It might be like 5 days. But if you contact them and say, hey, can I send my luggage to you? I'm staying with you. Can I send my luggage to you 2 or 3 days in advance? You'll be surprised. A lot of the time they'll say yes. In fact, you could probably even send like 3 days, 4 days in advance, and they'll probably be okay. For me, I was told, because once, that they were happy to keep my stuff as long as it was like 4 or 5 days before I arrived. So for one of the hotels. I'm going to get to some questions. Revolut doesn't do Apple Pay if you live in Japan, sadly. But if you set it up outside, it will probably be fine. Really? It doesn't work? Apple Pay doesn't work with Revolut outside in Japan? That's really weird. Wow. Anthony Moreno! Do we still have to take a COVID vaccine card? No, thank goodness. No, thank goodness. Why uses Visa? Oh, cool. Yes, your Revolut card is MasterCard. For Revolut in Germany, the basic card is a Visa, and you have to get a subscription to get a MasterCard. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's why then, because I have a subscription. Okay, it might be worth a subscription then. The time of day was not a problem. The problem was my MasterCard bank. They blocked the payment to Suica and did not explain to me why. Weird, huh? When partly because of Japanese ministry culture to prove it. I don't know what you're talking. The katana. Okay. I've heard, Jim Ross, that you have an amazing katana. I've heard through the grapevine. Hey Adachi, how are you doing? Didn't know that about Digital Suicast. Digital Suicast is awesome. But I didn't know that either about the paid and the not paid. Okay, any questions? They do maintenance on another server that exists in Japan. Seems to be very common. It does. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Coexist, how are you doing? You're welcome. You're restricted to play a game between 1 and 3 p.m. What? 72 watching. What? Awesome. Guys, give this a like, everyone. By the way, I will be in Japan in 3 days time, 2.5 days time. I don't know, soon. And I will be streaming from my second channel, the Happy Gaijin, mostly. So please subscribe to Happy Gaijin and turn on notifications, because the streams will be on there. I will continue with the Sunday stream on here whilst I am in Japan, but I'm just not very sure what the schedule, what the time is going to be. Revolut is an app, basically. It's an app, and it's basically a digital currency bank thingy. The outbreak in Japan. Yeah, dude, you can join me if you want. Come to Ise with me. I think that all of my hotels are like for 2 people occupancy. You can come to Noto with me, dude. Come, let's do it. We are lucky that we got tickets for Ghibli Park 2. Yeah, I'm going to Ghibli Park 2. When are you going to Ghibli Park? I'm going on the 20. When am I going to Ghibli? Wait a minute. When am I going to Ghibli? So I'll be going to Ghibli on soon, very, very soon. On the 18th of July. Wait a minute. Isn't that like next week? Yes. Why have large 10,000 numbers instead of Chinese characters? So much less pretty. I know, right? But hey. Yeah. I'm so excited about Ghibli Park. I am super excited. It all depends, because first of all, to get the Shinkansen from the airport, there's no Shinkansen station in the airport, so you need to make it to, for example, Tokyo or Shinagawa station. So, and then it all depends on how long it takes for you to get out. My friends landed today. It took them like an hour and a half to get out of that airport. At least an hour and a half to get out of the airport. And then it would have taken another half an hour to get to the station. So it's 3 of us traveling. It's hard to get cheaper hotel with 2 twin beds that will accommodate. How are you guys traveling together? Is it like a child, whatever? Because I will be covering this very soon, because on Wednesday, on Tuesday, I start flying to Japan. I arrive on Wednesday, and I am meeting a family, and they're there. They're 4, 2 adults and 2 children. Well, 1 teenager and 1 child, and yeah, it was interesting booking hotels for them. A lot of hotels, actually, in booking.com you have the option of finding hotels with what's it called, connecting rooms, and that was very useful. Even Appa had it, which was surprising. Let's see. Ninja gaining Japan livestream season. Yes. Hey Kelly. Million thanks for the Japanese language video with Oriental Pearl. She's awesome, isn't she? She inspired me and my 7-year-old to start learning Japanese together. That's awesome. It was really funny. I've mentioned this last stream. I mentioned this. Oriental Pearl, Alyssa, she sent me a message saying, hey, 2 German girls stopped me in the street, and they said that they recognize me because I appear on a Ninja Monkey video. Which was hilarious, considering that she's got like 1.1 million subscribers. Yeah, dude, let's talk about it for sure. I mean, I have set times and I have my hotels already booked, but It sounds like I can tweak things a little bit. I love Upper Hotels. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan of Upper Hotels. Oh, you're the 26th, so kind of miss it because I'm going to be there on the 18th. So you're the week after. I took the bus. It was absolutely fine when I went. I'm not a big fan of monkeys, even though my name is Ninja Monkey. Zoom. Usually there's two things that you need to do when you do luggage forwarding. When you do luggage forwarding, you need to do the following. You need to make sure that you ask. First of all, you need to tell them when you want your luggage to arrive, and you need to ask them by when you need to drop off your luggage for it to arrive at the time that you want it to arrive. So for example, if I want my luggage to arrive tomorrow by 2 p.m. somewhere else, they might say, oh, you need to drop it off before 9 a.m. the day before, or else it will be delayed, if that makes any sense. Cooper with me, 2 adults and 1 13-year-old. Yeah. When it comes to rooms like that, a lot of research. Obviously, like Japan Airbnbs might be a good way of doing it. But my friends are traveling with kids and they've managed to do it, but they did have to research and use the filters, which are very, very useful on booking.com, for example. Sometimes you can book two different hotel rooms, but have them interconnected, you know? Hey, Cliff Dog, how are you doing? I am sadly likely at the end-ish of the stream, but I'm glad that you're here. David S, how you doing? Also, long time. Hey, you need to make it back to Gibraltar, dude. Nice, you're gonna be August the 5th to 12th. Nice, nice, nice. Hollowed Pearl. Cool, cool, cool. I mean, my channel is sort of unique and different in the sense that even though there are big channels out there like Pearl's channel, which, you know, she gets 2 million views or whatever in a video, a lot of the viewers are not traveling to Japan, whilst maybe I get 10,000 views, but maybe 50% of those people are going to be traveling to Japan that week. So if they see me, they'll be like, oh, I've seen you in a video, right? So you're the grumpy loner monkey. The one in every group. You see, when you live in a country which is overrun by monkeys, Gibraltar is the only place in Europe with wild monkeys. For those of you who don't know, I live in Gibraltar, southern. It's a British overseas territory, the very south tip of Spain, belongs to the UK, British, and it's the only place in Europe that has wild monkeys. And I'm talking about monkeys that have broken into houses, they bite people, they steal things, they're horrible. Now they're more under control, but yeah. So I've always had a little bit of a negative monkey sort of like thing. So I keep away from them if I can. Oh, don't get me wrong. Those Japanese monkeys, they're Japanese. They're well behaved. It's the monkeys here that are the problem. They've traumatized me. I've got trauma. Like PTSD from the monkeys that from my town, from my city. So that's where I'm coming from, really. Also, like when people go to monkey parks and stuff, I get it. It's fun. It's a unique experience for them. But I can walk 15-20 minutes and I can see a monkey right now. If I wanted to, I could get in my car and I could see a monkey in 5 minutes. I could probably 8 minutes. I could probably see a monkey. Although maybe they're sleeping. I'm not very sure. But they're wild. They're wild. Like, so that's why when it comes to monkeys, I'm not fond of doing monkey things, because for me it just isn't something super special, if that makes any sense. Send the boats. Totally. Gibraltar monkeys are horrible. I think I like your channel about this. You are a tourist posting about Japan, but I always have to go back 2 times a year before going back forever. Oh, monkeys. Gibraltar scared you. You see, I'm not the only person. Yeah, like seriously. Japanese behaved. Japanese monkeys are Japanese. Question: did you cover the new golden route? Are visas needed from the US, and in going in October, are you available for beers in Japan? Thanks. Everybody wants to have a beer. Oh my god, if I met everybody for a beer, I'll be an alcoholic. But okay. New golden route, as in also Kanazawa. I think I have a new golden rule, and maybe this is something that I need to do a video about when I return. My new golden rule is to, yes, do the golden route, Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, but make sure that your trip is between 40 and 50% is not in the golden routes. So spend 40 or 50, spend 40% in the golden route and spend the rest of the time outside of the golden route. And that's a very good balance, because ultimately I get it. People want to do Tokyo, people want to do Kyoto, people want to do Osaka, people want to do the golden route. I think it's just one of those things. You cannot, tell people not to do it. But, you know, like within reason, do it, enjoy it, go with the mindset knowing that it's going to be busy, and then the rest of your trip, head somewhere else. But I have done Tohoku itineraries. That would be my golden route. What a mess. David, hi, I'm going to Japan in October. Any advice on what to do? And thank you for all your Japan trip videos. Advice on what to do. My advice is to watch my Japan starter kit playlist, because there's so much there, so much advice there. And as for the beer thing, yeah, I would love to have a beer with you. And I will be there at the very, very, very end of October, but it might be difficult because usually I'm very, very busy. Loads of animals, well, even bears. Had a student get bit by a Gibraltar monkey? You see, I'm not lying. Two weeks in February, but hesitate on Japan due to being cold. Dude, Jeff, I actually think February is quite a nice time to go. It is cold, but you'll be surprised, especially in Tokyo, that the weather is surprisingly nice, crisp, very good for seeing snow-capped Mount Fuji. So does doing day trips count for what? Sorry, I missed something. Dying gold, dude. How you doing? I've been to Shikoku. I have been. I have some older videos on Shikoku. I went 2018, I think. Tokyo, Kanazawa, Osaka, Nara, Hiroshima, Kyoto, the platinum route. You see, I think Hiroshima, yes. I wouldn't specifically say Nara as a route. I would, for me that would be like a day trip. But Gibraltar monkeys equals Nara deer. No, Nara's gears are even nicer. Biwa Lake sounds very beautiful. Just got back from 3 long weeks in Japan. Happily in bed, leaping off the jet lag. You're not. You're talking to us. And what? Well, do you sleep with a beer in your hand, or do you sleep with a beer with a straw connected to the beer? Went in February for 2 weeks and had a great time. Weather was lovely and it snowed one day. Yeah, I've been February twice, and I've liked it every single time. Yeah, the Nara deer. Oh, 40% out of Tokyo. No, I wouldn't consider day trips as a 40% out of Tokyo. I mean, actually get out of Tokyo. The legend surfaces, indeed. Jay, go to any combini. Right. Guys, I am going to start to say goodbye because I do want to finish off a few things. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Jim Ross, Froggy, if you're still here, Japantrip Ban, Lord McGray, S. Aldi, and Gondorian for your support, your super chats. This is going to be the last stream from Gibraltar, from home, because the next one will be in Japan. Flying on Tuesday, arriving on Wednesday. It's going to be a long freaking trip, but I'll be there for 6 weeks. So look forward to 6 weeks of awesomeness coming from Japan, and look forward to it by checking out my second channel, The Happy Gaijin, where I will be streaming most days, if not every day. And very, 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 very much looking forward to doing so. Meanwhile, as I say goodbye, I will be continuing with my packing. Yeah, I will. Right, just one last glimpse looking at the messages. Koya-san is amazing. I absolutely agree. Narabia, indeed. Dude, yeah, looking forward to it too. See you soon, David. See you, everyone. Safe flight. I hope so. Monkey see, monkey do, monkey fights with monkey poo. I love it. Maybe I need to make that into a t-shirt. Bon voyage. Enjoy your trip. Have a great trip. Hey, Frog, thanks. Have an amazing trip and a safe flight. At least I'll be in the similar time zone to you, right? So, big squeeze. Hope you see you again soon. You are too awesome. Thank you, Zoom. Don't squeeze too much. I'm sorry you're going to Japan, but it's your choice. Had to end it with a negative. See you soon, Nomadic Gaijin, Luke. No. See ya. You'll be there on Tuesday, and I'll be there on Wednesday. You beat me. All right, guys. Stay positive and be a happy gaijin. And see you in the next one from Japan.